Hey everyone, welcome back to Healing Therapies for Long COVID. And this is chapter 10, Calling on the Magic. So, we want to come full circle with what we spoke about in the first chapters, and that is really how to take your power back, coming back into the energetics of why you might be sick, why we are chronically ill. What is it under the surface that's hampering the immune system from being full strength? What is it under the surface that we might be missing? Whereas all the pills in the world might not be helping us if there's something even deeper that we're not getting at, right? So this is where we come back into the magic realms, the intuition, getting the mind out of the way, that sort of thing. Prayer, breath work, forgiveness, gratitude. So one of the things that really helped me was ceremonial plant medicines, things like ayahuasca, um, bufo. I don't recommend bufo. I recommend 5-MeO. There's magic mushrooms. All of these things are not necessary. They can be really helpful, but they're not necessary. What they do ultimately is they get us out of our mind, right? Literally get out of like feel like you're out of your mind, but they get us out of the thinking mind and into our intuition, into accessing, oh, now that my thinking mind's out of the way, what's there that needs to be felt? What's there that I'm not seeing? How can I access this deeper places? So with all those plant medicines, they're not necessary. Meditation, breath work, yoga, practices where of stillness, dark retreats, things that help you get in and let go of this, where you can actually see what it is that your body is needing to heal. Your body will speak to you. Your body will tell you exactly what you need, but you got to get the mind out of the way, right? So plant ceremonies is one way to do it. I always recommend doing those kinds of ceremonies. Please do it with someone that's very well holds a good container, someone that you really trust, and someone who's been doing it for a long time. Because those plant medicine ceremonies can be really powerful. Don't do them on your own out in the woods. You can microdose, but don't do them on your own. You'll get in trouble. Trust me. So, plant ceremony can be a really great adjunct to helping you get deeper into what's going on, and help you to heal. And there's a quality of those plant medicines too, because they are living. There's a spirit there. There's a conscious spirit. I mean, I've seen people in ceremonies have like something's working on me. I'm getting cranial sacral on me. There's something's pulling my tooth out, It's like it's manipulating my DNA and I don't know what's happening, but there's a conscious being there that's helping you to rewire, reshape, get new downloads, whatever new age term you want to use that can help you to heal, right? So ceremony can be really important. Might look like you going into prayer. What does prayer look like? What does a ceremony look like? It could be something like going out on a vision quest, on your own or with a group for 3 or 4 or 5 days. It could be fasting. It could be fasting in silence. It could be doing a dark retreat. Anything that helps us get out of our mind. Think about what might be helpful for you. Maybe it's even just taking a vacation. Maybe you got to put it on the credit card, Is it worth it? Is your health worth it? Yes, it is. Ceremony, it might mean every night you just start getting into a prayerful situation where you light a candle and you some incense and do some deep breathing and just start praying. What is prayer? Prayer is really sending out light, sending out love, right? And we're often asking for help. Pray for help. You can do that. There's angels out there, there's ascended masters, there's guides, there's, there's Jesus, there's Kuan Yin, there's Mother Mary, there's Lord Michael, there's a whole host of incredible high beings out there, I believe, and I've had incredible one-on-ones with them. When you pray, you can ask for help in that way. Call on the angels, call on these beings that are here to help in the presence of love, right? Always in the presence of love. Never trust anything that when you're in a fear place and like, how, it's got to be from a deeper place of love, right? Loving yourself first, right? Getting into that loving practice of getting out of your mind by thinking about the things you love. I love the earth. I love my daughter. I love trees. I love rivers. I love playing baseball. I love running. I love swimming, whatever it is, right? When we're spinning out, that's a way to get into that loving space. And then from there, we can send that love out. Really. It's almost like when you're praying for help, you're actually sending them love. Like send Jesus love. He could use your love, right? I mean, he's like, he's given a lot, but hey, give Jesus some love. So, or whoever you choose to pray to. And if you don't believe in any of this, that's absolutely fine. I'm just giving you some ideas. It's been very helpful to me. It's putting your hands together and just praying, pouring out love to Jesus. I love you, brother. I need some help. I need some help, right? And listen and listen. And the answers will come. I need some help, Lord Michael. Like, I love you. Love you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, sister. Kuan Yin, whoever it is, that you choose. And listen. Just listen. In that place of humility and gratitude, being humble and listening for the guidance from these beings, or sometimes it's the guidance within. It's your own flesh, right? So this is a way to get in this ceremony, to pray to our ancestors, pray to your ancestors, right? Great great grandfather, you're here because of him. You're here because of great great grandmother. Maybe can we pray to them and pray for, like, help me be strong? Can you can you help me? I love you. Thank you. I'm so grateful I'm here because of you. Um, then let me see you happy, right? When we pray for our ancestors' joy and happiness, we're in a sense praying for our own joy and happiness because we have that DNA of theirs right in us, right? Call the ancestors. Call on nature spirits. Call on the plant spirits. Call on the devas. Call on the living intelligence of the earth herself. Many times when I was in that prayerful space, I would pray and put my hands around a tree and just like, God help me. Like, I am out of my freaking mind. I need help. Like, and just feeling into the tree. And I would hear a word, I would hear a medicine, I would see something, I would have a sense, from the earth herself, from this tree of guidance. Oh, right. There are many, many, many beings out there, living intelligence out there, right? There's many plants and animals, many helpers are out there. Call on them, call on the nature spirits, call on them, ask the plants to come to you. Herbs come to me. Medicines come to me. Ask the chemicals to come to you. Be grateful for the Western medicines, right? They can save lives. You don't have to be anti-pharma or what, it's like, hey, everybody's taken antibiotics before. Like, there's some great medicines out there. Use them wisely. Pray to the earth to show you what those medicines might be, right? I remember being in deep prayer one time like that, praying like I need something to help me when I was dealing with Lyme disease. And I had an image of blue cheese. What's blue cheese? I was like, okay, I need to eat blue cheese. Well, moldy cheese? Well, what is that mold? Penicillin. Oh, geez, I need antibiotics, right? So I took antibiotics. The earth, spirit, your guides, Angels might be showing you something in raw form. Remember, Carl Jung says the great psycho, not really a just amazing being. Check out Carl Jung. Said that spirit speaks in symbology. So I'm getting a symbol of blue cheese, but it could mean I'm not a mouse. It could mean that I need something in that, which happens to be specifically penicillin mold, antibiotics, right? So don't be afraid to try anything. You have to be really open to all of it, right? All the tools in your kit, like I've said before, it's like you don't care when you're sick. You don't care what it is. You just want to not be suffering. If it's Jesus, if it's fermented urine, if it's chemotherapy, I don't care. Sign me up, right? But your body will help you show you what specifically, right, is going to help you by doing those meditations, by dropping in, by getting your mind out of the way. So ceremony becomes really important. Find times, the places to do ceremony. Go on a vision quest. Maybe do some plant medicine. Music. Music's a great way. Dance. Dance. Put on some music and just dance for a few hours. That gets you out of your mind, right? That gets you back into the magic. Calling on the magic. We're calling on the help from other things. Lying on the earth, just laying down under a tree, just simply laying, forest bathing, you call it, or grounding. Those kind of things can be really helpful. Crystals. Crystals are another great way. They're helper tools. I got a few sitting around here. We can program crystals. This is selenite. We can help. Crystals can literally like amplify whatever thought forms you need, I believe, and help pull out illness, right? Now I'm getting really new age on you. I can get out there. Color and light healing, colors and sounds. There's many therapists that work with color and light, and there's a lot of science on color and light healing. Frequency devices, which segues into frequency devices. There's a lot of new kinds of like scalar wave healing. Just energy, just pure light and love, sound healing, crystal bowls. Go take yourself to a sound healing. Check that out. That all helps us get in and out of our mind, right? I want to say something about focus and discipline is that there's so much that we can get involved in. And so people are saying, oh, you should take this and oh, you need to do that. And the doctor says this and then, and there's just this myriad of things. So part of focus and discipline is that, okay, what am I really needing? What's really resonating for me and me alone? What's really in my heart and what's really in my gut? Right? So that's the listening and taking that and staying focused and staying really disciplined with your protocol because it might take a while to come out of long COVID. I've seen miracles, but for the most people, it takes a while. And you have to approach all of these different spectrums, these different layers that we've been talking about. Check these boxes. So you have to stay focused. You have to stay disciplined, right? You got to work hard at it. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. And I tend towards being right all over the place. And the dilemma of the visionary, the dilemma of someone that's all over the place is you don't get anything done. So focus and discipline. Make that a big part of your mantra to focus in on your heart and your gut's desire. And this segues into taking back your power, right? So this goes back into the fire in the belly is the only pill you need. But taking back, what's it look like to you to take back your power? How is it that all these parasites, all these viruses, all these bugs, all these, COVID, Lyme, how are they hanging on in you, right? Are you feeding them on some level? Are you letting them stay? So this segues into like you want to clean up your relationships with other people, right? A lot of times we get enmeshed, we get hooked into other people. Hooked. Oh, isn't that like a parasite? You want to look at those relationships. Am I parasitizing someone? Am I hooking into somebody out of survival, right? Save me. Please save me, right? Unconsciously, we do that. I've done it. We all do it. Are you my mommy? Hooking into somebody. Are you my daddy? That is a great breeding ground for parasites. That's a great ground for bugs, right? They feed on that kind of stuff because you're not in your power. You're giving your power away, right? So, what does taking your power look like? Boundaries. Hell no, I can take care of myself. And sometimes we can't, right? And sometimes that's okay. But you need to look at the relationships that are not serving you, the relationships that are draining you, parasites, right? There's no equal and adequate return there. Who in your life is draining you? Who in your life are you draining, right? Out of survival. We often do it out of survival. You want to look at that. You want to cut those cords. You want to get your power back. Boundaries, right? Saying no more. The more you can say no to things, all those little no's, the bigger the yes is going to be, right? That's taking your power back. Things like maybe you need something like martial arts, a practice that helps you get into your fire. And usually, when we've lost our power, there's some sort of unresolved anger there, right? We're not feeling the anger because anger is that part of like, hell no, get off me, that part. There's a part of like, no, if I say that, I won't be loved, right? Look at those patterns in yourself. Start going into yourself and looking at where it is that you've lost your power. Carolyn Miss says, the author, she says, at the root of all disease is a loss of power on some level. Whoa, that's kind of what we're talking about, right? At the root of all disease, a loss of power. How can you get your power back, right? What are some practices? Qigong, chi breathing, breathing in the sun, calling your own soul back, bringing your spirit back into your body. Remember, we talked about awakening is really embodiment. How can you get deeper and deeper into your bones, into your flesh? How can you be a warrior in there, a Kali, that's like this, take the power back, right? That's a big part of it is just being in your body. So you have to look at what is it that's keeping you from not being in your body, or what are you afraid to look at, right? The unresolved, unforgiven. So then, in a sense, illness becomes a teacher, right? Illness becomes a teacher. It took me a while to get to this point, but then I realized that, like, what is the illness doing? It's teaching me to get my power back, right? It's teaching me to liberate it. And I love the word liberation because liberation implies you're freeing something back to the universe with love in a way. It's like in martial arts, like we've said before. I love you. I see you as part of the universe. Get the F out of my body now, right? Boundaries, power, no, right? So the illness, then it becomes thank you. Thank you, disease, for showing me where I wasn't in my power. Thank you, disease, for showing me where I needed to do some work. Wow, that becomes big, right? So I have a saying with the enemy. Thank it. Thank you, disease. Thank you for showing me what I needed to look at that I wasn't looking at. Bless it. Bless you. I see you as part of the universe. I love you. I see you as part of the universe, and burn it, right? And now get the hell out of me. Back to kingdom come. I'm going to vaporize you. I'm going to recycle you. I'm going to reincarnate you in this moment, right? Out. Thank it, bless it, and burn it, right? Keeping those mottos. So disease is becoming a teacher then. It's helping you to get deeper into your bones. It's helping you to obtain mastery, a place where you can hear the crinkle in the gravel coming. No, no. You stop it before it even gets into you, right? A place where you are able to harmonize your own immune system. where you're the divine director, right? Within, you're able to start manipulating the flesh. Yogis, I've seen this happen. Yogis, the masters is really what we're looking at as mastery. And we're looking at getting into our bodies fully and gaining some level of harmony, always with the presence of love, right? Always with the presence of love. And lastly, death. We might die. We might lose these bodies. We might have to go. The suffering might be too much. And that's okay too. It really is. If it's like, this is too much, I am out, right? That's okay. It really is. But we have to come to this place of that death, this loss of this body, right? This is just a temporary temple, right? So we have to be okay with dying. We really do. And death is a kind of letting go, right? And I would say that death is life. When you let go of death, when you let go, it just gets recycled, reincarnated. Your spirit goes on, I believe. That's my experience. So you have to really be okay with facing death and that sometimes there is this mystery of sometimes maybe we don't heal and sometimes maybe it is just time to go and to be okay with that and to surrender with that. You know what? I'm okay with death. I'm going to look at it in the face, knowing that death is just the loss of this physical body. So if you are going to be here, you have to love like there's no tomorrow, right? Because there might not be. You got to really be here, right? And every moment becomes more precious than ever. And know that you can completely come out of this disease, of any of this illness. You can. There's a will, there is a way. Where there's your spirit, and the focus and discipline and determination, you can come out of any illness. And you don't even need a pill. It doesn't have to be a pill. You can have spontaneous miracles. I've seen it happen within yourself. So, with that, stay strong, stay focused, thank it, bless it, burn it. And meanwhile, take all the remedial pills that you need to, right? Keep building these muscles, keep building this spirit muscle, keep building this fire muscle, keep inquiring what's going on below the immune system, what's really going on. Keep mining in there like an engineer, like a burrowing, a mole is like gonna dig there, find out what it is that's glitching, right? And fill it with light, fill it with love, fill it with harmony. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and God bless you, and good luck, and you can do it.